Welcome to Evaluating Information Sources for grades 9 through 12. This Padlet seeks to define and inform students on the importance of using critical thinking when evaluating informational sources. Informational literacy is the ability to identify and evaluate sources of information. The American Association of School Librarians, AASL, lists it as one of their standards under Curate and Think. AASL defines information literacy as a learner's ability to act on an informational need by determining the need to gather information, identifying possible sources, and making critical decisions about information sources to use. Critical thinking is a vital part of information literacy. Critical thinking is interpreting and evaluating information to form an objective idea or decision. Information literacy requires you to analyze sources of information to determine if the information provided is accurate, unbiased, and relative enough to answer the research question or informational need being expressed. This lesson is focused on evaluating information sources to ensure reliability and prevent bias. Our discussion question is, when identifying possible sources of information, how can you use critical thinking to ensure the sources are reliable and unbiased? This is where you will later see the Evaluating Sources Lessons video that we are currently working on. Alright, you might wonder why accurate, unbiased, and relevant information is essential to your personal or professional life. You probably already know that you must present truthful information and credit sources when presenting information for an academic assignment, such as a research paper or PowerPoint presentation. However, using reliable information when making decisions is just as crucial to your personal and professional life. For example, picture this. You want to buy a new game system, but are still unsure what store or website would give you the better deal. If you search for the game system on more than one website or at more than one store to compare prices, you're using information literacy. As a student, information literacy and critical thinking are essential to your schoolwork and social life because you want to get good grades and have your friends and professors trust you. Any financial decisions you make as an adult are likely to involve these skills as well, since you will want to make sure that you are not getting taken advantage of or spending more than necessary. When looking up news or weather, you use informational literacy and critical thinking to determine if the source is reliable so you can understand how it might affect your life. For this lesson, I have provided multiple resources on the Padlet that you can read, watch, and explore to learn about information literacy and critical thinking and how to evaluate resources. Two sources are infographics, one that helps define critical thinking skills and the other that defines a popular method for evaluating sources. Notice that the two skills listed for critical thinking include information evaluation, or effectively assessing the credibility and reliability of information, and recognizing biases, understanding and mitigating potential biases in AI-generated content. This infographic covers the CRAAP method for evaluating resources. You want to look at if it's current, if the information is relevant, how accurate is it, where does the writer get their authority, and what is the purpose of the information. We have two student guides. The first is actually provided by the University of North Texas and includes tips for identifying credible sources, including a video and two infographics. It may be a college writing guide, but high school is designed to prepare you for college. The second student guide is Information Literacy, Meaning and Examples. It covers the basics of information literacy and links to other useful tools like a proofreading editor, a plagiarism checker, various citation styles, and an article on critical thinking. We have Who, Me, Biased, which is an interactive tool presented by PBS that you can use to explore and learn about bias. There are also 4 videos included on the Padlet. The first is a video of effective search strategies by Sarah Clark, which is designed to help students find information easier by using certain keywords or symbols. The second video explains the importance of reliable sources and how to evaluate sources. The third video contains quick tips to help you fact-check online sources. And the last video provides information on how to tell if an image is fake or real, included in this lesson because images are an essential information resource that also need to be checked for reliability. AI and other image editing programs are making it harder every day to tell fact from fiction. Finally, I have included an open source book titled Web Literacy for Student Fact Checkers by Michael Caulfield. I recommend reading chapter 1.3 and at least browsing the rest or keeping the source on hand for reference. The book provides important tips and information for evaluating various resources, including Wikipedia, images, and several social media websites. The importance of evaluating information, from news and social media posts to research articles and websites, cannot be understated. Using reliable sources of information in your academic, professional, and personal projects helps build trust and provide peace of mind for you and for your work.